And like, I was breaking even while playing, but I definitely wasn't turning a profit, right? And like, this is making enough money at this point that like, we could justify hiring a babysitter a couple days a week, which is awesome. Always the bridesmaid. Roadkill with the big sub, $24.99. Thank you and welcome back. I appreciate that. Remember to DM me for let me know what you want your donation deck list for this month to be. What's going on, DeCandio? This is a pretty easy mulligan, right? Just like no second land. Keep that at 7. I'd keep it at 6 with the scry because I'm a psychopath. Oh, I forgot to. All right, I'm gonna do this really quick. Sorry. I forgot to restart Magic Online after that last one. Hey, Kevin. The more Jund, the better. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Magic Online was using almost 2 gigs of RAM there, so let me just kick it real quick. Yeah, sometimes you have to have all the players agree to a cash split. Sometimes they split, sometimes they don't. Maybe we're playing a Jund Mirror and this hand is great. You should mulligan hands like this. I'm just tired of mulliganing today. Thanks for the reminder, Justin. Well, Chad, I gotta terminate. What do you mean we're dead? Gotta terminate. I don't know what you're talking about. Velik 4 with the brand new big sub. Thank you very much for that very generous subscription. Be sure to message me in private. Let me know what you want your complimentary donation deck list to be for the month. All right, take 2. This is, I need to play Jund when Matt's here. Matt would never let me keep a 6 land hand. Just stop it! Stop it, Magic Online! You're killing me! All right, I'm gonna keep this one with a scry, and we're gonna break on our second land and die. Feels like a brick on second land and die. Come on, Goblin Guide, come on! Wow, man. Talk about shortcuts to the ending. Lordy, that was bad. All right, should have mulliganed the first game. I think the keep in the second game was fine. I should not have kept the hand in the first game. The keep in the second game was fine. That's definitely a hand you keep and play the odds. Keeping 6 lands was stupid and bad. Keeping 6 lands was stupid and bad. Seems pretty good, right? Just give up on tonight. I don't know if the rest of these keep going the way this is going. This might be the last league of the evening. Do we play Magic on this Twitch account, right? What's going on? Well, we're about to get Ponza'd. We're about to get Ponza'd. Tireless Tracker? Or Serve Crew Fix? Rampaging Baloth. Alright. Alright, that's one I haven't seen for a while. That's one I haven't seen for a while. Okay, sweet. They're going to continue missing land drops. Liliana plus Lightning Bolt's powers combined let us kill this Courser, which is nice. Flipped Bloodbraid Elf and then drew the land. I have a Bloodbraid Elf though, so I guess I shouldn't complain. Double Blood Moon Stone Rain. Okay, I guess I take the Tireless Tracker. Nah, I'm probably supposed to take their other cards, right? Yeah, I don't really care about Tireless Tracker. Like, take the cards that say I can't play Magic. No, they're just playing. They're just playing what's it called? They're just playing Ponzo. I might have not taken the Stone Rain. That's fine. The Stone Rain doesn't do a whole lot. Damn it, Bob. Can you stop trying to kill me? Dang it, Bobby. Alright. At least Bloodbraid Elf's on my team. She's trying to kill them. Next turn we can pulse this Utopia Sprawl. Will be another league after this one. Depends on how long this one takes, Justin. Depends on how long this one takes. I'm actually not... I'm not gonna Fetch Shock. Actually, I probably should have Fetch Shock to play the Goyf and just killed my Bob with the Liliana. Brady, this is definitely a Thoughtseize matchup. I don't think this is a Brutality matchup. Is this a Fulminator matchup just because we can cast it under Blood Moon? Is that a thing? Is this a Fulminator matchup because we can cast it under Blood Moon? Kolaghan's command doesn't do a whole lot. I think Liliana the Last Hope's actually pretty bad. It was like okay there, but I think it's pretty bad on average in the matchup. Is this narrow? This might be narrow and bad. Really? Brutality? It takes like Stone Rain, but that's about it, right? I guess it takes Molvaldi Acid Moss or whatever that card is called. I think the other Liliana is fine. Her ultimate is something that they have to respect, and she takes their larger threats off the table. I think Liliana the Veil is pretty reasonable here. Like, we need to kill Tireless Trackers. I guess they sometimes have Obstinate Baloth, which makes Liliana the Veil a little bit awkward, but we have, like, Inquisitions and Thoughtseize a spot check for that. Oh. Fulminator can't kill basic lands, chat. His Baloths be rampaging, that's true. This seems okay. It gets a Bolt of Dork on one and it can fetch around Blood Moon. And it has plenty of lands in general in case they're on the Stone Rain plan and not the Blood Moon plan. It also has an Abrupt Decay to kill a Blood Moon. Need something relatively cheap so I can start grinding Moto Leagues. I don't actually know how much Bogles costs, but if Bogles is cheap, then yeah, that's a great deck. I think that deck's very reasonable. No, I want to fetch a forest because I have Abrupt Decay. A lot of elves. I'm just gonna jam this Tarmogoyf here since I have the basic swamp in my hand. Just get a clock going. Wait, did he not make red? Interesting. Yep, Styler Striker. All right, I'm gonna time you out. Take a break. Use your words. You should decay Utopia Sprawl because, and then articulate yourself. Here's my take in the other direction. I chose not to decay Utopia Sprawl because my opponent's going to have large amounts of mana regardless of if Utopia Sprawl is in play or not. That's why I chose not to decay Utopia Sprawl. Alright, they're out of cards. Hopefully this Goyf can run them down before they find something relevant. The clues being in play is kind of scary, but it is what it is. These Arbor Elves make me wish this Liliana was the other Liliana, but c'est la vie. Remember, constructive criticism is appreciated and useful. Just telling me I'm wrong is not useful. The Sprawl was on green, so it didn't shut off Titan. It shut off like random green 6 drops, but it's fine. I wasn't using those lands anyways, opponent. Joke's on you. Joke's on you. Wasn't gonna use those lands anyways. Get a red source here. Blood Crypt. Back with this Goyf. Lavaman can hopefully start eating their stuff. They're on to 1 card in hand, so like Goyf plus Lavaman beats their board. So if they run off a couple of bricks here, we're gonna be in a pretty good spot. Burn doesn't play Browbeat because it's not very resource efficient. Look at that. More crappy elves. Man, why is this Liliana the wrong one? Why is this Liliana the wrong one? Ooh. Ooh, we found a piece of candy, chat. We found a piece of candy. Really? Just no blocks? Okay. Sweet. Yep. Molten Rain. Rude opponent. Actually, I'm just gonna kill one of these attacking ones, right? Just save myself points of health here. What's going on, Tom? Howdy, howdy. Confidant. How greedy is it to shock and cast Bob? Pretty greedy? Alright, I'm gonna do it anyways. I think I'm gonna trade Bob for an Arbor Elf, actually. That might not be unreasonable. Yeah, I think if they attack with these elves, I should have killed one of these before they untapped, I think. Doesn't really matter. I just need y'all to believe, okay? Bob is on our team. And if he's not, Grim Lavamancer will put him in his place. Yeah, Bobby! Smash. I'm actually just gonna go ahead and eat this now because it takes them off their second red source since Utopia Sprawl is on green. And they're actually dead next turn if they brick, right? Sure. Okay, that's scary. Gives them a redraw. Hopefully we hit a land so we can bolt plus Liliana this turn. Like, take the last card out of their hand. Deathrite's a better fit than Grim Lavamancer. I am inclined to agree with you. Wait. They just have to chump block this Goyf because of the bolt, right? Hey, Kozner. Pronounce no miss, just saying thanks for the great content. Thank you very much. Wait, you're not, I mean, I guess they're basically dead, right? No, people just, we had a bunch of donation deck lists sent in for the JAC, and then people stopped sending them in, and we started playing other things. The donation queue is long and scary, so I pretty much, like, when we get closer to the Legacy, the team event that I'm playing the Legacy deck in, we'll probably spend a couple of days playing non-donation deck lists so I can get practice with whatever Legacy deck I'm playing, but, like, I need to just, like, work through the donation queue. Long and scary. There's some scary ones in there, okay? Some of them I put in there and I was like, this could go either way. This could go either way. He is keepable, right? Opponent said they can't wait to see today's meme. They're going to be a little disappointed. They are going to be a little bit disappointed. Thoughts on Legacy? Grixis Delver's fucked up. Everything else is kind of medium. I'm trying to find the least medium of the non-Grixis Delver decks that I enjoy playing, because I really don't enjoy playing the Delver mirror match. Hi, just trying to get rid of this banner at the top of the chat. Thanks for resubbing, Starfgasm. Heartless summoning. Alright. Oh, they mulliganed a bunch. I missed that. And time Inquisition, I guess. Play this before it's no good. Second Heartless, Oracle, Moldai. Both these cards are pretty bad, right? I just, like, leave them the second Heartless summoning, right? They can't cast this other one, but... Yep. I think we're dead, chat. I think we're dead, chat. Yeah, I think this Gitrog's gonna put us in the ground. I guess I get to terminate it. Going on, Nathan? Life is alright. I mean, like, this is like the unwinnable matchup for Jund. Like, opponent's deck's just like this derpy pile of card advantage. Like, they mulligan, but they mulliganed into all of their key pieces. No, I don't go to Grand Prix. I have much more fun playing Magic Online than playing in Grand Prix. Grand Prix are like setting money on fire. Oh, this is cute. They're gonna Ghost Quarter me in response here. I feel like they're supposed to Ghost Quarter me in response there. It sucks that I'm gonna lose my Bloodbraid Elf to this. Magic Online in general just like kind of satisfies my competitive drive as a whole. So like the incentive to like go and play in paper tournaments just really isn't there for me anymore. 8 inches in 2 hours. Lordy, we had some sleet this morning and we're supposed to get below freezing here sometime soon, but nothing that crazy. That Bloodbraid was our possible way to win this game. Just float it out a little bit here. I don't think so, Prototype. I can't know that they have a Thoughtseize on top of their deck. Just can't win anymore. It's like, do we even have tools for a matchup like this? I'm just gonna concede the match. Just move on to the next one. It's like, that's like conceding to Tron with a deck that can never beat Tron, right? Just like never beating Mono Dirtles. Like they mulliganed to 5 and just dismantled us. This is a mostly stock Jund list, yep. You gotta pay for the drive, the food, the hotel, yep. Yeah, entry fees for paper Magic events are just so obnoxious. Like, yeah. I think, Corbin Hostler, or Hostler, whatever his last name is, posted a video set with the deck our opponent was just playing on TCG Player. Like green-black value stuff. The 2-3 chip, the old 2-2 into 2-3. Yeah, and that's the reason you should go to Grand Prix, right? Like if you enjoy traveling and you enjoy playing in Magic events and it's worth the money that you spend to go, that's why you should go to play in a Magic tournament. Reasons you should not go to a Magic tournament are you're expecting to make money. If you're expecting to make money, if expecting to make money is your reason to be going to a Magic tournament, you should reconsider your life choices and what the expected value of going to a Magic tournament is. Todd Stevens, you can't go back and watch his stuff though, right? Because he steals music while he streams. I'm pretty sure. I don't remember for sure, but I feel like there's usually music playing on his stream. So the TCG Player thing, you could actually go watch. His stuff is all muted, right? Hey, Sabubby with the Twitch Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. I do appreciate that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. As always, subscriptions are the best way you can support my content here. you got over there? What you got? Jeskai. I think it's just the Logic Knot here, so I can stick to Liliana. I think it's take Logic Knot, plan to stick Liliana. It might not be a tempo deck. They could just be, could be a control deck as well. The tempo version's probably better for us, right? Because we have Liliana to deal with their Geist and stuff. Every time I end up like 2-3 or 3-2 in a league with Jund, I always just like can't help but think to myself like, man, we could have played something sweet in this league instead. And instead we played Jund and still just did mediocre. MTG Arena isn't expected to support Modern or Legacy, which are the two formats of Magic that I play, so I don't predict myself playing much MTG Arena unless they change their stance on that. Yeah, we played Sevenland Belcher in Modern a couple of times. You can find the videos on my YouTube channel. Yeah, we're gonna have a Pauper Day later this week, I think. We drew another counterspell. It's unfortunate. At least I have the second Liliana going for me. The meme cannon is great. We need Matt present to get. We 3-2'd the last time we played with Matt, to be fair. Believe it or not, and this is how Modern works, there are matches where Jund is worse than 45%. There's matches where Jund is 30 and 35 and worse than that to win. And the matchup where our opponent mulliganed to 4 and they're 5 and then dismantled us is one of those matches. It's never not Bloodbraid Elf, right? Never not Bloodbraid Elf. I mean, anyone saying anything about Modern or Arena is just like purely speculating. Wizards has been pretty off the books about not saying anything super public. Got a 4-5 for my troubles. Smash. Yeah, resolving Lily sounds nice, but I don't know. Just like putting pressure on the table is good too. If BBE is a play, it's probably correct. Yep. Listen to Mr. Duke. Yeah, they're just guys, so they can like bolt it out and stuff. So they have Cryptic Command available to them now. And red mana. I'm just gonna play this. Could get Cryptic Commanded. I guess they can snap Logic Knot too. They probably have to fetch Shock to do that though, and then their health total's getting a little bit low. Could maybe lead on the Scavenging Ooze just because it like makes the Snapcaster Mage in their hand worse. Or like the Scooze just dies to their bolts. That's not particularly appealing either. They're gonna lose their entire graveyard here when they snap this Logic Knot. Need to try and dodge Path for a little while. Oh. There isn't really magic data. Magic data doesn't exist. Like, that's one of the reasons why it's so easy for trolls to like argue their points on the internet, because Wizards of the Coast does their best to hide all relevant Magic data from people. So I'm gonna fire up this Treetop Village knowing they have a lightning bolt in their hand, because I would like to have this Scavenging Ooze potentially live. Although I guess I could have also just like shocked this in and held up double green for my Scavenging Ooze. Yeah, that could have gone either way, I guess. Maybe it was wrong to ship like this. I don't know. If they bolt the Treetop Village, then they can't Cryptic Command my Scavenging Ooze, so there's upside from that. Who's your honest opinion on Amulet Titan? I think it's a fine tier 2 combo deck. Put up plenty of results recently. It top 16 the Grand Prix before the unbannings. It top 8'd the 400 player Classic at the Open this past weekend post bannings. I hope not. I hope they don't buy their own story. If they buy their own story on data, then the people that are in charge are more stupid than I thought they were. I'm hoping that they just that they think I genuinely don't know. All I know is that data isn't the problem. Designing bad formats is the problem. For those of you that don't follow this thing, so Wizards of the Coast goes out of their way to hide information on Magic the Gathering data. Like they obscure a lot of information that you have. Spell Queller, interesting, that we can have access to in terms of like format data. So they make it difficult to access. So Wizards of the Coast is of the opinion that data makes Magic formats uninteresting, as opposed to the idea that poorly designed formats make Magic uninteresting. All right, if they have a second Spell Queller, we're gonna be a little sad here. Don't data shade WotC. All right, it's pretty good for us. They don't have a path. This Tarmogoyf gets jump blocked by Celestial Colony, which is pretty good for us. Okay, so the problem with your assumption, Samstein, is that your assumption implies the following. Solving the format is bad, so solved formats are bad. Here's my counterpoint. Solved formats aren't bad. Boring formats, poorly designed formats are bad. Some of the most fun Magic formats I've ever played were formats that were completely solved. Formats that we knew, or we likely knew, what all the best decks were, but they still had a variety of best decks, and there was a lot of interesting dynamic gameplay to be had in those formats. So the problem wasn't that we knew what was good. The problem is that the things that were good that we knew sucked to play with and against. That's what I feel like. And I feel like that's the conclusion a lot of people don't draw, right? People always, the argument I always hear is that if it's solved, then it's bad. And I don't buy that, because some of the best formats ever played were like, we knew what the good decks were, and they were still fun to play with. Yeah, Dragons of Tarkir. We always cite original Innistrad block, right? It's just like one of like the golden eras of Magic the Gathering standard format, I would say. Like Innistrad RTR standard, like that format was great. I even really liked Scar's Mirrodin Innistrad. We had Blue-White Delver in there, but like the gameplay that deck created was pretty dynamic, so I think it was fine. There's gonna be a Bolt Snap Bolt here, or an Electrolyze into something else. Okay. Yeah, Bolt plus Path maybe, just like Desperation here. Alright, so Jeskai, Last Hope in, Fulminator Kitchen Finks in, Thoughtseize and Brutality are fine. Abrupt Decay and Maelstrom Pulse are pretty medium. Fatal Push is pretty bad. Terminate's pretty bad. I don't know if I want all these bolts or not. Yeah, but like part of those decks, like 5-color humans and As Foretold, and like those decks you just listed, those decks are using cards out of the latest sets. So, like, I don't think that, like, those decks were just, like, waiting to be found. Like, they needed new pieces from new sets. So while I agree there might be some hidden gems, I think we know most of the good decks in Modern at this given point. Alright, what are the cuts here? I need to cut 4 cards. Do I want all of this discard? Collective Brutality is probably not good enough. Thoughtseize is definitely great. Thoughtseize is definitely great. Rakdos Charm is for Storm and Affinity and Dredge. What else do I want to cut here? What else do I want to cut here? Yeah, trimming a couple of bolts is probably fine. They like kind of hedge Jason, give reach, but yeah, I think that's probably it. Just like I don't want 4 bolts in my deck. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a pauper day later this week, I think. The details are there, Justin. I think this hand's a mulligan. I think if this hand hit a creature land in it, I would keep the 5-lander with two good spells, but without a creature land, it's not good enough. This hand is very good. It's a great card to put on top of my deck. Oh, they have Queller too. Huh. Yeah, you're right. I've boarded incorrectly. We were talking about stuff in chat, and I wasn't thinking it enough. Yeah, these bolts and maybe this decay should be in my deck. Spell Queller's good. We definitely killed a Spell Queller that last game. Yeah, I should have all my Spell Quellers in my deck. No, I don't think that's true. I think Tarmogoyf is one of your better cards in this matchup. You need to actually kill your opponent. Like, leaving all of your threats die to red removal is pretty bad. Yeah, I missed the Dectomaniac. The chat's moving pretty quickly tonight. Got a lot of people in here. Alright, sweet. Well, hopefully this either resolves or they path it, because if they path it, we get to Bloodbraid Elf next turn. No Spell Snare, it's a good start. The total democracy column in the donation queue is the amount of extra money people have donated to see it played sooner, as well as 1 extra point per day the deck has been in the queue. So if a deck's been in the queue for 15 days, it gets 15 points in that column. So that way, people whose decks have been in there longer are more likely to get them played. Huh. Alright, well now we're gonna go Inquisition into Liliana the Veil. It doesn't sound like democracy. You know what? I should have played my land out here, right? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter if they logic out this for 3. That's fine, because then I get to stick this Liliana. I think this is fine. You can bin this Blackcleave Cliffs. An Overgrown Tomb here. I probably should have played my fetch land out first there. Alright, getting a bolt is pretty good there. And they're not anywhere near mana for this Colonnade, and they don't have any red mana yet, so this Liliana is going to get to push up at least 1 more time. Celestial Purge, that's pretty good. Alright. Give me a Fulminator Mage. Alright, come on. Come on. Spin the wheel. Let's Stone Rain our opponent who missed a land drop. Alright, I'll settle for a Goyf, I guess. I'll settle for a Tarmogoyf. Big old Tarmogoofy you. Whee! You gonna path me? You pathing this Bloodbraid? Look, I think we can all agree that the Tarmogoyf was objectively worse than a Stone Rain, okay, chat? Let me be greedy for a moment. They're down to 3 cards in hand? Good lord. This, if they have a Snapcaster Mage, is it insane? Yeah, I'm just gonna attack with the blood. If they have Snapcaster Mage, they get to trade for both of these, which sucks, but then I get to stick a Tarmogoyf. Whoa, you are just super dead, huh? Do I play into a counterspell here? Yeah, fuck it. Let's go. Whoa, just like has a verdict hoping for a land? GG's opponent. All right. I mean, they missed a land the previous turn. All right, 2 and 2 with the old 50%er. See if we can get a good one for the third and final, or the fifth and final, whatever number this is. It's all a blur, chat. I've lost track. Opponent mulligan, sign me up. We have spot removal into Dark Confidant. That was the 4th match. It was the 4th match. We were 2 and 2. Yeah, but playing the Goyf is better versus spot removal. Maybe one of a Nightfall deck, potentially. So let's go ahead and kill this dork. I haven't looked at all the details of it, but it seemed kind of cute. Spreading Seas. That's rude. Noble Spreading Seas. Interesting. Let's get Bobfidant on the table here. Just concede now for the 2-3. Wonder if they're a path deck. If they're a path deck, it kind of... Are they just straight blue-green? Okay. Gross. Alright. So... lands is not going to be a problem. Ragtusk, yep. Yeah, it could be the blue-green value, whatever thing. Huh. Alright, so I'm playing this for sure. Am I playing Blackcleave Cliffs? I think I'm playing Raging Ravine out here. Let's get more green mana going. Some kind of time walk mess. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They're playing Modern Legal Magic cards, chat. They're playing Modern Legal Magic cards. What a tilt. The time walk card exiles itself. Am I supposed to trade for this? I think I have to trade for this just because it's going to hit us again next turn otherwise. Now, I think they're just playing like blue-green stuff. Okay, that works out for us. It gets us a black source. They might Ghost Quarter us off of green here. For fuck's sake. Alright, so I'm gonna go make you discard, get my Tarmogoyf back. Discarded a Temporal Mastery. Alright. Sure. God, what other big scaries are they holding? I guess that's why they didn't Ghost Quarter me, because they wanted to wait on that. That makes sense. They only have 4 lands now. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, that's so annoying. Man, are we dead? I think we're dead, chat. About to get wastelanded out. Who was the one that said we should just concede to be 2-3? They're the real MVP. That's what we should have done. We should have just conceded because we've lost the game. Should have known better. I want my Randy memes. They took all my fun away. This going any time? It's really not, chat. It's really not. We should just stop accepting donations to play real decks and just play all the memes. The real decks never go swimmingly. We're always just left with sadness and disappointment. At least when a meme loses, you're like, nah, it was a meme. This is fine. I think I'm just doing that. Just like a last hope out and Nihil Spellbomb in. I guess. I really don't want to play Dredge. Dredge is pretty unenticing. No, Cage doesn't affect lands coming out of the discard pile. I mean, I guess that's a turn 3 Liliana. Yeah, Rakdos Charm is technically graveyard hate, right? Opponent's also on 5. Hopefully they have an Arbor Elf and not a Utopia Sprawl so we can terminate into Liliana. The real question is, when they play a 3-drop here, do I terminate it or do I untap and Lily Edict it? I feel like I'm supposed to Lily Edict it. God, that's gross. God, how many tickets did we light on fire today? Was Red White Prison the best thing we played? I think Red White Prison was the best thing we played today. Yeah, I think I might need to call it a day. I'm feeling a little bit of sodium after that last league, and it's just not a good time to play. That's true. Tickets into content is definitely something. You either die on good decks or live long enough to become the prisoner. The old 4-0 concede to who'd have known that the high point of our day was gonna be the old 4-0 concede to Tron? Who'd have known that that was gonna be the high point today? All right, we do. What do we have? What do we have left? What do we have left? What's a meme? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Those chests, so unlike a lot of streamers that like light money on fire for all of your entertainment purposes, those chests turn into $2.50 each. That's like actual money that I can like pay my bills with, which is great. There is blue-green polymorph. I do kind of love blue-green polymorph. It is kind of one of my favorite decks in the format right now. So maybe this is our life. Maybe is this what we're supposed to do, chat? What do we think of this? What do we think of this? Meme bits. No, I rejected Bridgevine. That deck looked like a hot steaming pile of dog poop. And that's coming from someone who's excited to play blue-green polymorph. We've played Narset Cannon on stream multiple times. Prototype with the $30 donation. Shadowborn Apostles are polymorph. Let's play some polymorph, I think. Let's do it. Let's play some polymorph. Call of the Herd deck. Call of the Herd is secretly one of the most powerful cards in Modern, in case you're unaware. I identify as a magic 8-ball and all signs point to yes with this deck. I like how we pull up blue-green polymorph, we immediately drop 200 viewers. Turns out the people who want to watch Jund get dumpstered by random Modern decks, not the same crowd as the people that want to watch blue-green polymorph. I came back for polymorph. Yeah, we're gonna play some polymorph. Let's do it. This deck's a hoot. We've actually cashed every league we've played with it. Yeah, 3-2 or better. We have a 4-1 and then 3 or 4 3-2s at this point. I forget. I have played Oops All Spells. You can find a bunch of videos of it on my YouTube channel. Call of the Herd. It's too strong. It makes 6 power worth of creatures. It's way better than Lingering Souls. You don't understand. You don't understand how good this card is, chat. The sideboard's a bit different from last time. I've been tuning the sideboard. The main deck, I'm trying 2 Engineered Explosives over the Beast Withins. The staff's actually been really good. If anything, I wouldn't mind an 8th, but 7's felt okay. 7's felt okay. I feel like we find it often enough with 7 that it's fine. This is 3/3s deck. Spaghetti elephants. I don't know what Awakening Zone does. What is that card? That's not one I've heard suggested. No, that doesn't seem very good. Seems much worse than Call the Herd. Well, so a lot of decks that play Explore don't play that many lands. We're playing 26 lands in this deck, so we're far more likely to hit our land drops than a lot of people that play Explore. Well, Scavenging Ooze is an actual threat, and K-Command's not a threat except with another threat. It's also about curving out too. You want a critical mass of 2-drops, Trento, so you can have plays on 2 as often as possible. Kolaghan's Command is like a late game card, so you're going to see more cards before you could potentially pick them up. Ah! What's going on, Avian? Yeah, we're gonna play some closing out tonight with some polymorph.